support for refugees outright. Close the gates and their boats miss the mark, leaving them stranded in the dark. It's true that Trudeau came with the light. We can provide care to millions of refugees who had no option but to run away. But guess what? It's not that easy. You have to see how it affects Canada. Because of migration of refugees, no more disease, virus, or illnesses that will affect the lives of the citizens. Do not want to have a high morbidity rate, Medicare to be compromised, unemployment rate to go up, or economy in disaster. But still, we have to do something to save them. Find a way to guide them here. Flourish, let the country flourish with new opportunities for them and us. Provide children with education and safety, families with homes and security. Give them job and money to support, heal them, and make them feel better. You see how stuck we are. You cannot have one without the other, but with the help of everyone, compromise can be achieved.
I volunteered here just because I needed my 40 hours, and now I'm feeling underwhelmed, like I don't have any power. After seeing this, I'm thinking of turning it into a career. I'm doing as much as I can to help this family, but I'm just a volunteer. I feel like I'm putting a band-aid on an open wound, but deep in my heart, I know what this baby girl is doing. Seeing her mother crying, her children barely surviving the harsh conditions to get here, but they were striving to give their loved ones a better chance at life. Where at 13, this baby girl will be forced to become a wife. Due to the one conflict, 12 million Syrians were forced to flee. Thousands of them not even surviving the journey across the sea. And the worst thing is most people aren't even aware. And those who are feel all they can do is send a prayer. You can donate, volunteer, or even go to protests to help these people escape the threat of extremists.
More bombings on the news, they said. Masses of people trying to escape. The government will try and bring some here. After hearing this, I don't know how I feel. Just because they bombed themselves to death, we have to let them do here the same? They want to turn my country into a terrible place. They want to brainwash our children and spread the hate. With all the destruction they bring into the world, it is up to us, the greater powers, to correct their faults. I cannot trust them to give them only. Life will be filled with pain and misery. All these people we cannot sustain. The news, they said that the job market is not enough. The unemployment rates will be sky high. Every day I am working hard for long. I promised myself the new iPhone. Why do I have to suffer for what they've done? I am a good guy. Let the other countries take some.
A refugee, a victim of a twisted system, or rather a survivor of war. Turmoil, tears, your worst fears are none when you're this poor. You make me feel like I'm less and like you're more. The color of your skin and your stamped piece of paper hurts more than a cracking whip because you're doing me a favor. But turn the tables and I'd serve you like my brother, a mother, or a neighbor. I won't forget that you and I were more alike than you like to think. Retweets and Insta likes won't save the life of the Syrian boy who watched his family sink with size 2 shoes and drenched seams that couldn't hold his dreams. And when he left this life, he left his footprint. Lost in the dark minds of many, but a painful light for the reflective. Canadian history is mandatory knowledge, but it turned to the people of the land who welcomes you with open arms. And you open arms on them. You bind their youth, and you label them troublesome. You bind them with the structural shackles and tackle them before they could touch down on any chance to be free. You're the evil refugee you claim me to be. You're afraid of your own goddamn self. And so you set your limits like sheltered pets about to be put down. You pick your favorites. Harper's people pick Christians, not Muslims. And if you do make it, the lack of access to health care, housing, and jobs makes you question, is it really worth it? Am I worth it? You decide.
Looking at the future, cutting through the red tape, creating new policy, new structure, and a new era, out of love rather than the fear of society. Calculating the upstream of refugees.
Growing up in a first world country, unaware and unaffected by all the crisis, after seeing it for myself, I'll actively search for organizations to help those harmed crisis.
Desperate father, paying the price of the high regime. I was once him, as he was once me. A modern pilot, I condemn them in a watery grave. I sell a man's soul for my own greedy ways.
Misunderstood, underrated and overlooked. I got my eyes on the big fish, and I'll get you hooked. The system needs change, and you got the key to the till. If only you opened your eyes and looked.
A rolling stone can't make a mountain man. The refugee is in a charity case. It's a fair exchange.
This is a call to action.
A call for agents of change.